Hunter Biden's on a hot streak. On the same day he got a slap on the wrist for tax and gun charges, he cut a deal with his baby mama to lower his child support by 200 G's a year. Now, we discovered the Delaware prosecutor never opened Hunter's laptop before he offered the plea. And here's a big reason why. Derek Hines. He was the special assistant to the U.S. attorney for the Hunter investigation, but that's not all. Hines is a friend and former lawyer for former FBI Director Louis Freeh. And Louis Freeh is one of Joe Biden's best buddies. Former FBI Director Louis Freeh was in business with Hunter Biden. Former FBI Director Louis Freeh paid for Joe Biden's grandchildren's college tuition, out of the kindness of his heart, I'm sure. And so Louis Freeh puts his former lawyer in the Delaware attorney's office prosecuting, or should I say not prosecuting, Hunter Biden. What a filthy inside job. Even CBS News got Hunter Biden home cooking.
If this were Hunter Smith instead of Hunter Biden, I think you would have a very much more aggressive prosecution.
The feds put famous people in prison all the time for gun charges and tax evasion. We told you yesterday rapper Kodak Black got 3 years for putting the wrong Social Security number on his gun app. He didn't get a pretrial diversion. Rapper Fat Joe got 4 months in prison for failing to file his taxes. Singer Lauryn Hill got 3 months for not paying taxes on $1 million. And then there's rapper Ja Rule. For those who are unfamiliar with Ja Rule, here's a taste.
What would I be without my baby? The thought alone might break me. And I don't want to go crazy. But every thug needs a lady.
Ja Rule's case is exactly the same as Hunter's. Both Ja Rule and Hunter failed to pay taxes on $3 million worth of income. Well, why were the sentences different? Well, because his daddy wasn't president. Ja Rule's attorney, Stacey Richman, joins me now. When you saw how this case shook out in the press, how did that make you feel? How does that make your former client or current client, Ja Rule, feel?
I haven't spoken to Jeff about this. However, we don't know what the final outcome is here. Sentencing has not yet occurred. And the court, once this plea is presented to the court, will have to consider the sentencing factors in 18 U.S.C. 3553. And part of that will be how to make this crime a deterrent for other people.
Are you saying there's a chance that this judge doesn't go along with the prosecution and defense agreement for probation, and she hits Hunter with prison time?
Is it feasible? Absolutely, it's feasible. In federal sentencing, it is solely up to the judge. It's not like state sentencing where we make a deal and we're like, okay, we're going to agree to 3 years. If the judge approves it, we can go forward. No. The sentencing factors are considered by the judge. The individual's background is considered, a sentencing report will be developed, and out of that, the judge will then pronounce sentence. The defense will submit a sentencing memorandum, the prosecution may present a sentencing letter as well, and then it'll be up to the judge to decide.
And the judge is a Trump-appointed judge. Not that that even makes a difference anymore. Tell me about the trouble that Ja Rule got into, or should I say Jeff, when he failed to pay his taxes. How many years did this go on for, and what did he plead to the judge?
Well, I mean, this situation happened many, many years ago. But at the time, what we had explained to the court is he had very poor advisement, very poor management, and that was part of his defense. And that's what we discussed with regard to our sentencing application.
I always blame management. I mean, it's a great excuse. Hunter has the best management, best attorneys, best accountants. He can't really blame that, can he?
Part of the problem is, as adults, each of us as citizens of our country is responsible to pay our own taxes. Now, how many people really know what they're doing when they're filling out any of those tax forms? Yet you are responsible for what you sign. You are responsible for giving the information to your accountants if you have an accountant. So you're held to these documents. They're significant documents in our obligations as citizens.
And you also represent Lil Wayne. Didn't he find himself in some trouble? Was it taxes or guns?
Last was guns.
Guns. Did he get a pardon from President Trump?
He did.
What was that case about? Was that anything like the Hunter Biden illegal gun rap?
Well, the issue, and I find it interesting that he's getting deferred prosecution for the gun, but we need to know why is he getting that deferred prosecution, and some of that will be discussed, in the paperwork that goes with it. But for the federal government to give a deferred prosecution, that is a significant move.
So Lil Wayne did not get deferred prosecution. Do you think that has anything to do with politics?
He had a very different resolve in the last matter for which he was accused. The president pardoned him. So that they never even considered the aspect of deferred prosecution.
Well,
It's a
listen,
very different
Hunter
outline.
could have gotten a pardon too. They could have forced the
That
big
would
guy
not
to
have
pardon
looked
his
well.
son. They didn't go that far. Stacey, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great night.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.